Hi guys! Holy shit, we're back!
I'm super stoked. This is my first time. So
Guys, this is Mina's first time. We are season 2, and we're gonna have a lot of new faces this season. We have a couple old, some new, but some ladies got real jobs. They sold their soul to corporates, and that's okay. We support and love them, and that's all right. Mina is a host herself. She's got a lot of shit going on. Tell us, like, real brief, girl, what would you say you're all about?
I would say my passion is movies, politics, and my Instagram is Mina Makes Magic because I try to bring that to everything that I do. I love spreading the positivity and just trying to be as authentic as possible.
Yeah! Well, we love that, and so she's gonna be in season 2 with us, guys, first Thursday every month. So if those of you don't know, we always love to start off the show with our favorite thing of the week. It could be anything at all that you want it to be. Do you have a favorite thing from the week?
Yeah, you know, I would say it's a little on the heavier side, but my grandma passed away recently, and I was super close to her, so I would say my favorite thing of the week is, you know, my mom is super selfless. We went on a mini vacation with my best friend and with her to my grandma's favorite places, which was sentimental and really nice and so thoughtful of my mom to plan all of that when I wasn't like feeling it and I was struggling.
Right.
Just like getting out of bed and doing basic things. It was so nice, and for her to like go out of her way to do that for me when she's going through the loss herself.
Right. Oh, that's so sweet. We love that. You know what, I was like, do I have like something strong that stands out? I didn't have like a favorite amazing thing. My week was kind of busy. I had to say goodbye to someone that's really important to me. Not goodbye forever, but like goodbye, see you later. We don't know when that is, but it's okay, it'll happen. So I think my favorite thing is, well, actually my visa got approved to go to India.
Okay.
So I'm going to India in October, guys. We'll be on a little hiatus then, but I'm going to India in October. So
that's amazing.
I'll say that's my favorite thing.
Vacation?
My sister's getting married, and that's all we're going to say about that right now.
All right. I mean, Indian weddings are amazing. I'm super jealous.
I'm super stoked about that aspect of it. It will be all kinds of fun.
Yeah.
Guys, and then we always love to talk about a couple things that are going on in the world. What did you find that's going on in the world?
So right now, are you a Bachelor fan, by the way?
You know what? I'm not opposed to The Bachelor, but like I'm not one of those like TiVos that record. Like if I was with my girlfriends and they loved it and they were drinking, they're like, just come watch with us. I'd be like, sure, let's do it. But other than that, yeah.
So I get so much shit for watching
all
of the Bachelor shows, all of the Bachelor adjacent shows, because so many people are like, oh my god, this is trash TV. How can you watch this when you're interested in politics and this and that?
It's a balance. It's a balance.
I enjoy my garbage TV, and it is amazing TV, by the way, so I don't want to bag on the Bachelor franchise.
Okay.
But something really cool is there's a spin-off show called Bachelor in Paradise, which is a little bit different from The Bachelor and The Bachelorette, where, you know, people come together, they're trying to find love, they're dating, they're hooking up. You know, there's a lot going on.
All that good stuff.
But what's super amazing about what happened recently on the show is, as you guys might know, the Bachelor franchise has been going on for over 18 years now.
Which is so hard to believe, by the way.
18 years.
I cannot believe that.
So many success stories, so many genuine connections and, you know, families out of this franchise, which is insane to even think about. But never once has there been a same-sex couple in 18 years on the show.
Shit.
I mean, there may have been, and it may have been hidden or, you know, not...
Right. Might have been public knowledge, right?
Not promoted, but... What's so beautiful about, you know, what happened recently on the show is there's a contestant, Demi, on the show who talked about having a relationship back home that she was kind of unsure about. She was still navigating the waters. What happened was they flew out the girl she was dating, brought her onto Bachelor in Paradise for her to figure out where her heart truly was while she was dating a man in paradise. And it was a huge coming out moment.
Yeah.
It was a huge thing, not just for her and her personal life, being able to broadcast that to the world, but it was such a huge win for the show to be able to show two women, you know, falling in love, navigating through that relationship in a franchise where that's never been highlighted and never really talked about. It really brought like a beautiful diversity to the show. There was, however, a little bit of backlash because ABC did break the rules of the show.
Which are?
When you're dating someone outside of the show, it's not normal for them to like bring someone to stay on the show, especially if they've never been involved in the franchise before. That was a huge breaking of the rules, and a lot of people were unhappy with that. But the way I see it, and correct me if I'm wrong, because we all have our own opinions. I think it was a huge win for the show because sometimes I think you have to put aside the rules and break the rules a little bit if it's for the greater good. And you're highlighting, love in a different way than you've done so in the past.
Absolutely.
So I am here for it.
I think that's amazing. Especially, like you're saying, this is something that is so mainstream. And I love that they're bringing awareness to the LGBTQ community in such a mainstream way. So, you know what, Bachelor? I don't love you, but I'm going to high-five you on that shit. High five to that.
Huge thumbs up for that.
So here's what I found going on in the world. I don't know if you're one of these kinds of chicks, but I don't love to cook. And I have always, especially like if I'm dating someone, I've always felt like I shouldn't say that because it's going to be held against me because I don't like to cook. Especially, I feel like if you're in a not traditional, but if you're in a male-female relationship, it's often thought of the woman needs to cook. And, I found that I kind of enjoy cooking, like if I'm with a partner or a friend, that's way more enjoyable to me, but in general, no, and I've always thought it was like, some scarlet letter against me that I don't like to cook. And I've even talked to men who are like, what is she bringing to the table? Is she cooking me a meal? And there's all these things, food is the way to a man's heart. You gotta cook him a good meal. Well, I don't wanna fucking cook. How about that? If we're gonna cook together, sure, but otherwise I don't wanna fucking cook. And so there was a woman on HuffPost, and we're gonna shout her out, Ronit Plank, and she was like, listen, I'm a mom, I got kids, and I don't wanna fucking cook, and she's owning it. And I just kind of wondered, what is your perspective on women who are like, no, man, I want to fucking cook and quit trying to be like, I gotta cook.
Here's the thing, if you're going to stick to the traditional gender roles, okay, woman in the house, woman cooks, woman cleans, woman takes care of the kids, that's fine. If you're the one, if you're the man in the heterosexual relationship and you're, working and bringing money and supporting your family, fine. If both of you are working, why would the woman still have to cook?
That's what I'm saying.
Like, why? I mean, I feel like everyone has different strengths in a relationship. I don't think it's for the woman to cook.
Right.
Personally, I love cooking.
Okay.
I love, obviously I'm passionate about career things as well. I don't want to just stay at home with the kids. I eventually want that. I want a family. I want to get married. I want to have kids. And I love cooking, and not just for, like, men, but, like, for my family. I used to cook for my grandma. Whenever I could, I would make breakfast for her. And it's, for me, cooking is such a symbolic thing because I feel like it's just a beautiful way to bring people together.
It is, absolutely.
And food has so many memories for me. So, like, growing up, just the idea of, like, food bringing people together and, eating Arabic food at home, that's so special to me. But I hate when, especially I feel like in Arab culture, they're like, oh, the woman should cook. Like, I remember a couple times my dad joking around and being like, how are you going to get married if you can't even cook? A long time ago.
No.
And I was like, well, obviously I'm going to marry a professional chef. And he just laughed about it. I love cooking now.
Right.
I'm super passionate about it, but
see, I'll make
I think that's so annoying to be expected of. To have expectation of women.
Right. Listen, I'll make a mean cheese and cracker plate and pour you some wine. That's about what I got to contribute to that situation.
I make the best salmon on the planet.
See? All right, girl. I love that. All right, guys, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to jump into some dating advice. I've had no dating advice for 3 months. I mean, I'm just a disaster. We'll take a quick break, guys, and we'll be right back with Sydney. Hold tight. Hi, guys. We're back. Sydney, we haven't seen you in forever.
I know, it's been so long.
How's it going?
It's going well.
So when we last left off, guys, remember Sydney had a boo, kind of, but didn't, but also did. But he didn't want to talk about it because he didn't want to ruin it in case he still had the boo. So, you got the boo?
Of course I got the boo.
You do?
Yeah, I got my boo. We had some rough patches. But we're working it out.
Okay.
So
I'm
excited about it.
You're feeling good about that?
Feeling good about it, yeah.
Okay, we love that.
So
we always have a question. We each have a question for Sydney. He's got to help us out with all his infinite wisdom and guidance. So this is something he and I have kind of talked about before, but I think it's very pertinent to discuss. So, when you're dating someone and you're just dating each other, you're not dating anybody else, and you've been dating for a little while, let's say anywhere from a 3 to 6 month range, we'll go with that. Yeah. And you bring up to the individual, hey, is it cool? How'd you feel if I posted a picture of us on Instagram?
That's when it gets serious.
And the individual's kind of like, you know, I don't really do that. I like to keep my relationships private, so I don't really post them on Instagram. So I was kind of thinking about this, and I was like, well, I think, you know, yes, I can see about keeping it private, but, you know, unless you have like a massive flock of women who you like to remain possibly single in front of, like, what's the worst flock you're gonna get, right? Or it's just gonna be like, hey, you got a girl? Is that your girl? Yeah, that's my girl. Oh, cool, you got a girl. Congratulations. So I kind of feel like, do people only do that if it's because they need to appear single for their brand? And I even asked them, like, do you want to appear single for your brand? And they're like, yeah, no, or yeah. So what do you think about not putting people on the gram?
So, one, the person that I date will never be my friend on any social media platform because gross, right? Like, don't.
What?
Yeah,
gross?
No.
Wait, what?
You said
This is
gross.
weird.
She said gross.
Why are you all up in my DM? You're in my bedroom. Like, it's weird. No, I'm playing.
Okay.
But the truth of the matter is, like, so I guess I'm really old school when it comes to this because, like, this is a new problem.
It is a new problem.
I think when we talked about this, it's like, this is a new problem because this didn't exist a couple of years ago where, you know, having someone be presented in your social media platform was a thing, you know? I think, like, oftentimes in relationships, like, they can, like, go downhill just because of social media.
Absolutely.
You know, it's just
100%.
like, oh, you didn't like my picture. It's like, I like you. Like, what's the big deal? I'm not liking a picture on Instagram. So, like, I think in any relationship that these things do need to be discussed. And then I think it just depends on the other person because sometimes, like, Instagram, Facebook, all that stuff matters more. And sometimes people just don't care, you know, especially if someone's trying to have a brand out there. I think that's also important. And then I think, especially in LA or any like big market where you have a lot of actors and a lot of performers, like that's important because that's where they get all their social media followers and likes and different things like that. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, he got a boo now. We not gonna like his pictures. That's good.
The following just dropped. It's plummets.
Oh, you gotta,
you
know, you have and that's, I think that's the thing when it comes to social media. Everyone is living in an imaginary world, an imaginary digital world. So they got to keep that facade. And once you ruin that with your, you know, your fans, you might go down. But I don't know. I have like 2 followers. So.
But it also depends. Like, is your following female? Is your following male? Are they like, you know, are they heterosexual females? Are they, you know what I mean? Like, it really depends who's you're following. Because like, if you think about it, if my following was like all males and then I lose that following, well, I never had that loyal of an audience to begin with. Like, what am I going to do with that audience if you're only following me, trying to get with me? So I think it genuinely depends. But, I mean, I get it just because personally, I am super private when it comes to relationship stuff for multiple reasons. First of all, like, in Arabic, we have this thing called, be careful of the ayn, which is the evil eye. You know, you don't want to, like, jinx anything before it's completely solidified. You also don't want to, like, brag about good things, which is really hard because the nature of social media is very much like, look at what I'm doing. My life is fantastic. But I don't know. I think sometimes when you have something that's very sacred to you, like, you want to keep it to yourself and you don't want to have the whole world look at it. So for me, my Instagram is more like a career thing where it's like, what am I doing hosting-wise? What am I doing reporting-wise? And then how can I like help people by being as authentic as possible, which is a new thing that I'm trying. So I don't want to put pictures of people I'm dating or you know, I feel like that's my business. It's not your business.
I think you make a lot of good points. And to that point, once you, like, keeping your relationship sacred, because once you open it up, it's everybody's business now. So it's like, yo, if you got a new boo, I want to know how it's going every week. I want to know when y'all arguing. You know what I'm saying? Just don't put happy pictures up there. And I want to know when it's over, too. Because I'm going to be like, called it. Like, you know, like...
And it's, like, embarrassing.
It is embarrassing.
Like, imagine, like, you're super, like, gung-ho about a person, and then you're like, this is going to be forever. And then it's like,
2 weeks later,
the picture's gone?
2 weeks later, there's a new person. It's like, hey, what happened to that last person you were dating and you were so in love. Like,
well, here's the thing. Also, what if the person you're dating is has a lot of attention from like whatever gender they're attracted to, and that gender is constantly like putting comments and like how hot they are, da 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 da, but yet you're nowhere to be found. So there's still this whole like, oh, you're so sexy, you're so hot, you're this, you're that, and they're like, well, I guess everyone will just continue to be like that because nobody knows.
I know what
nobody
you're
knows that they're with anybody. Okay.
I feel you because like I feel like I wouldn't want to post anything, but there's a part of me that's like, if I'm with you and I'm serious about
and
it,
you see all these comments from all these other male or females that are like, ooh, I like that. Ooh, you hot. Take your shirt off some more. Oh, ow.
Yeah, but I have to hold like other people accountable for like what I do.
Right.
So if I'm saying like I don't want to do it, I can't expect my partner to. Even if I want that, I feel like, well, I have to decide. Like, it needs to be fair.
I feel like a compromise on this is like put him in the story.
Put
him in the story.
Amazing.
If you got a brand, I get it. You got a brand, you want the page to look a certain way, and there is a big deal with that with getting sponsorship. That is a true thing.
Yeah.
Put him in the story. They're gonna disappear in 24 hours. Your closest friends will make a connection. Put him in the story.
See,
I love that.
I kind of think
compromise.
that can start another conflict because all of a sudden it's like, oh, you just put me in your story because you don't want me on your page forever.
It's never enough.
It's never enough. So,
so just be secure in your relationship is all we're saying.
Please be secure.
Be secure in your relationship.
When people comment on those pictures, like, oh, you're so hot, blah, 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 this and that has nothing to do with your relationship.
You're right, it doesn't, but if the person you're seeing is like, thanks, appreciate it, kissy face.
Oh, you see, I would say thank you, appreciate it, and think it's not a big deal, but if someone I was dating did that, I'd be like, are you joking right now? Like,
social
are you
evil.
serious?
Why would you?
Because I feel like it's different. I know it sounds like such a terrible double standard. I just feel like it's different when you're a guy. Like, I think it's so attractive if, like, a guy is just like, hey, I'm with someone, I'm taken, to kind of, like, deter the females. But, like,
but I also have a lot of dudes. I have a lot of dudes on my page that are
like, kind of, like, polite. Like, kind of like, well, you don't want to, like, I don't know. I feel
why
like
see, that's like a societal thing, though. Women are supposed to be polite because it pisses men off. Well, fuck them, piss them off.
It is a societal thing. Like,
Yeah,
but
piss us off.
I don't want to, my whole persona is, like, I'm not going to be super aggressive just because someone's giving me a compliment. But I will be aggressive if someone doesn't respect, like, my autonomy to be like, hey, I'm not interested. That's when I'll get aggressive.
Right.
But if someone's paying me a compliment, I'm not going to be like,
no,
hey, like, I'm with someone, like, get out of here.
Not. I'm
Yeah.
like, thank you.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I think there's also a double standard because there's a lot of women out there that are fitness models. And they're posting all the, and it's like, they get all these compliments, but like once a guy gets that, it's like, why is this girl posting on your wall talking about you look real good? Does she know about me? Like, it's like they get one compliment and all of a sudden, like, they're cheating or there's something, they're hiding something. But a fitness model can be like, I'm just doing squats outside on this stair brick wall. This is what I do all the time. And it's just like, they get all the compliments and the guy can't say anything. It's like, well, you know, that's how she exercises. Like,
I get it. I do get that. It's kind of a double standard.
yeah.
Social media is evil. Okay, what do you got in the dating? We got a dating question for this man?
Yes, I actually do have a dating question, and this actually is a quote from one of my favorite people.
Okay.
It's one I consider a true prince.
Okay, girl,
of
love
Bel-Air,
that.
Will Smith.
Oh, hey.
So Will Smith said, "Her happiness is not my responsibility. She should be happy, and I should be happy individually. Then we come together and share our happiness. Giving someone a responsibility to make you happy when you can't do it for yourself is selfish." So let that sink in. I guess my question would be, what happens when mental illness is involved with someone that you love, whether that's depression, anxiety, something at a higher level?
Okay.
That still technically isn't their responsibility, but you've committed to a relationship, to a life together.
Okay.
Then what?
Oh, wow. So that one's
deep.
That one's deep.
That was real.
You see,
that
like,
was real deep,
she
guys.
brought out Will Smith, so I gotta say, like,
all right.
you know, based on what's going on, this is the pursuit of happiness
Exactly.
too. So that's the sequel right here. It's all about relationships. But yeah, I think mental health, especially in the country we live in now and all the crazy things that's going on, I think that's a big deal. And I think if you have a partner who suffers from mental health, like let's say if they're bipolar or multiple personality disorder, just take advantage. It's a 2-for-1.
Okay,
you know what? Do your thing.
Okay.
Whatever.
That's right.
Kick it. It's just like, like you can legit.
Think of the different kinds of sex you can have.
Different
with
kinds.
one person this way and the other personality this way.
You basically having sex with 2 different people and there's only one person.
Try a lot of new
But in all seriousness.
In all seriousness.
What do you do? Like even if someone is going, maybe it's not a permanent thing, but say they're going through loss, say they're grieving, say they're in a temporary state of depression.
Okay.
Then at what point does someone's problems become your own problems?
Well, do they have a mental health issue or not? Because I think that's 2 different things. If someone has a mental health issue, their happiness is a whole different thing. If you're just in a relationship and you both, quote unquote, are mentally sound and they're unhappy, I mean, I get it. Like, I'm going to care about them and I'm going to support them and I'm going to ask how I can be there for you. But at the same time, like, it's not my responsibility to make you happy.
Yeah.
Because if I go away, how are you going to be happy without me?
Exactly.
But what if it is a mental health issue where it's not all the time, but, obviously people go through ups and downs. Sometimes something traumatic can happen to one person and it alters their behaviors, maybe their personality. Then when do you step in? When do you say, okay, this is your problem, but now it's our problem?
So I think in situations that I've been, because that has been a thing, one, to your point, you're not supposed to be in a relationship to make someone else happy individually.
That's right.
But once you have that partnership, you are their partner and you're supposed to support them. But in addition to that, you're not a therapist or a psychologist. Right. And like a lot of times in relationships, I think people get caught up in saying, oh, I need to fix them. I need to help them and different things like that. And like, look, ladies and gentlemen, like you're not equipped with the tools that you need to fix someone. That's so true. And especially if you have a partner who is suffering from mental health or having these issues, I think it's important to support them by like helping them get help, and different things like that. Because like once things go down or you have an issue or something like that, like you're gonna take that on, and then I know I'm giving relationship advice to the fly right now.
He clearly is going through it and needs to
just goes like, yo, bro, I feel you.
Exactly.
But yeah, like so, like once like you're trying to help someone, you don't have the tools to help. Like all of a sudden, you start falling into the same issue.
Yeah.
And like you make that your problem, and I think like that's what happens in relationships. Like when you take over on someone else's problem, like even getting away from mental health. Like let's just say finances. Like all of a sudden someone comes in a relationship and they're horrible with their finances, and then you got to take care of that, and then all of a sudden your finances start suffering, and that's like affects your happiness and your stability and different things like that. So when it comes to mental health, yes, support your partner. If you're in a partnership, support them, but you can't take on someone else's issues. You can't make someone else happy.
I agree.
You can't make someone else happy with their life or different things like that. You can support them. So yeah, so I think
you're on the same page.
I'm on the same page.
Okay, so I think that it depends on the stage of the relationship. It's like when you're going into the relationship and you're dating the person, is this something that just happened and now you're dealing with it, or have you been with this person for years? Is this someone that you've committed to and said, in sickness and in health, I take you? And have you made that promise to stick it out with them no matter what?
Yeah.
Yeah, but if it's abusive, like if their health, what I mean is if their health issue is so detrimental that they're so negative and unhappy and like constantly putting shit on you, I'm out, man. Fuck that.
Yeah, you do need to protect yourself.
That's different if we got married.
Yeah, no, I totally get that too. I just think that when you commit to someone, your problems become our problems.
Yeah.
And the language changes from I language to we language. And I love what you said about helping them get the help they need, because you're not a professional, you're not a therapist. But I do think it's important when someone is going through a low that you help bring them out of that together. And I think it should be reciprocated. I don't think it's just one person always taking care of the other. It should definitely be, we're in this together, we're teammates, I got you the way you got me.
Yeah, I think there's a balance to both of it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm all for being like a teammate, but at the same time, like, you got to take care of yourself in order for this shit to be good.
Although,
it's never going to be good.
I have been in relationships where I was like, yo, you crazy, I'm out. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I've been in a relationship where like what you're saying, where I constantly was like, I can fix them. I understand what they went through. Let me try to fix them. And it just like wore me down, and they continued to be not a great person to me, and I kept thinking I could fix it.
And my ex-roommate had a relationship with a woman who suffered from like bipolar disorder, or I think they call it histrionic. And he's like, I'm gonna fix her. I'm gonna fix her. I'm gonna fix her. And it became such an abusive, independent relationship that, like, I mean, I literally had to move out my apartment. I'm like, I can't watch this because I'm like, this is, I mean, not only affecting their relationship, it was affecting me, and I had nothing to do with it, you know?
Right.
So, like, in some of those cases, like,
It can become toxic.
yeah, it can become toxic, especially if you have someone, he had some mental health issues as well, and he's trying to help someone with mental health issues.
Right.
And I'm just like, wow, this
It's like when you
is
see a drunk person in the street trying to help their drunk
friend,
and
it's
they're
like,
both stumbling,
yeah,
trying to get into Uber.
exactly. And it's just like,
Yeah.
wow, this is not pretty, you know. And I think in relationships, like, that can happen, even if like someone's just suffering through a momentary lapse of like sanity or something like that.
Right.
Like, if someone's just like trying to pick them up and they don't have the tools to do it, like, they're going down with
Right,
them, you
right.
know.
Absolutely.
So unfortunately, and I mean, that's my perspective. I'm like, you can help people and you can support people and actually help them find happiness, but if it's a mental health issue,
They need to get to a mental
they
health
they
professional.
need a
Right.
professional.
Yeah, absolutely.
I get
All
that.
right, guys. It's been
Got
a little
real.
one-on-one dating advice here with Sydney. I know. We'll keep it lighter next time, guys. We like to
Yeah.
laugh around here. Sydney, where can people find, follow, and support you? And you got a comedy show or something come up you want to tell them about?
Oh yeah, actually, I'm going to Chicago next month to do a
excuse
couple
me,
of shows.
fancy pants.
But you can always check me out, That Guy Sydney. Also, That Guy Sydney on Instagram. Make sure you comment on my photos and tell me how hot I am.
Don't forget the kissy face emojis.
All the kissy faces.
Because apparently his chick ain't gonna see it. They're not friends on social media.
That's correct.
All right, guys, we're gonna take a quick break. We'll be right back with Rachele Royale, and we'll see you guys in a jiff. Hold tight. Hi, guys, we're back. So I know all week we've been plugging Tana, but she decided not to fucking show up. So we got Rachele in the house, and you know, we
Hi,
love
guys.
Rachele. She's an amazing singer. She's an amazing artist. And her PR person was like, Rachele, can you jump in? Rachele's like, I'm a warrior. I'm in. So here she is. Thanks for coming down last minute.
Hey, you know what? This makes my day so much better being here with you guys. Being surrounded by women who love other women, who support other women, like, this is what I want my life to be about for the rest of my life. Because men have been in charge for so long, and look, here we are, in charge.
That's right. Fuck 'em all.
Running the world.
I do like
Right after Sydney leaves.
I do like that.
Sydney leaves.
Sydney's right there. Sydney's one of my favorite people in all the world. He's very aware.
Yes.
He's my fubby. Yeah.
Yeah, there are some men that totally love the
Yeah.
fact that we are coming into power. So
Sydney's
thank you.
all about it. He's like, just dominate me. I'm like, all right, if that's what you want.
Yeah, watch out now.
All right, girl, you always are making new music. You're always kicking ass, making waves. There's a new movie coming out, Half New Year.
Yes.
You got music all through that shit. Tell us about it.
Well, first of all, when I saw the movie, I cried. It's so heartfelt. It's about this huge group of friends that have chosen their friends as their family. So a lot of these characters have issues with their families, and which I can relate to because my mother passed away. I don't talk to my dad. I have two brothers, but our relationship is weird. So when I saw this movie, I bawled my eyes out because these people have embraced one another as family, right? And it's written by Tom Marash and Drew McInerney and Georgia Menendez. And our friend Brooke Lewis is in
We
it.
love Brooke. Hey, Brooke, call us, girl.
And happy birthday, Brooke.
What? Happy birthday, sis.
I think it was your birthday 2 days ago. And I'm going to have Robbie send you a happy
She's
birthday
a cutie.
video.
She's a cutie.
So yeah, the movie is so beautiful, and you guys can pre-order it on iTunes. I have 4 songs in
That's
the movie.
a ton. That's amazing.
Yeah, and 2 of them have not even seen the light of day. They were kind of like in my library of like hidden,
Yeah.
you know, songs that I
Okay.
just use to pitch for TV. And so the first 2 is Cold World and New Gods, and
Yep.
you know about Cold World.
I do.
That artwork showcases 11 women, and all of the women represent girls doing the man's job.
Hey.
New Gods talks about, like, the lyrics in New Gods are basically saying what rules us. It's social media, it's government. What else do you guys think rules us? That is like an unhealthy kind of godlike complex thing that kind of is like MK Ultra.
Well, I think Hollywood in a way.
Yes.
Other people's opinions.
Yeah.
And I think that's very prevalent in our industry, especially if you're an actor going to auditions and you're almost relying on validation. Do they like me because that's how I'm going to get this part? Am I a good fit for this?
Right.
So, yeah, I feel like validation is something that's a huge form of control, trying to appease people.
Yeah. It keeps us up at night. The things that keep us up at night and embarrass us and make us hate ourselves, it's like that to me, like that song is saying like, well, we're also like New Gods is saying, sorry I'm getting naked for everybody.
It's toasty, guys, in all sorts of ways.
This subject's making me sweat. Okay, so the new generation, not Generation Z, but who are they? Like
X?
The X? Is it Generation X?
Is this the youngest one? Who's the youngest
XXX?
one?
No.
Who's the younger ones? The Z's or the X's? I feel like the Z's are younger than the
Generation
X's.
Y was like the youngest, right? Or no?
You can Google it.
Google it.
So they're the new generation that they're going to run the world, right?
Absolutely.
Like they're kind of like the new gods who are about to mind control all of us. Because we're in the era of the digital world. So, okay, so that's Cold World and New Gods. Belly Dancer.
Okay.
Belly
That
Dancer,
sounds fun.
which has been used by real belly dancers
Love that.
in the world.
Love that.
Brandon Salmon's produced Belly Dancer. Brandon,
Brandon.
congratulations, because you have a hit record with the band Bad Wolves,
Okay.
and he has 7 songs on that album.
Okay.
So congratulations. And then the last song is, what is it? Oh, One Night Band.
Okay.
Produced by Mario Marchetti, and congrats to Mario because you have hit records with Demi Lovato.
Hey.
And
Someone else who's amazing.
yes.
Someone else who's amazing. We knew it.
Mario is so talented. He does pop, he does country. He's starting his own band. Make sure you guys follow these people on Instagram. They're so talented. So,
Yeah. So that's Lighten Up Half New Year.
yeah.
And you're gonna perform something live, right?
Yes, so they're having the official screening September 27th
Okay.
at Lamel NoHo 7.
Okay. Lemley.
Yes.
Lemley.
Lemley.
We got you, bro.
Emily.
What day of the week is that?
It's a Saturday?
Okay, did you tell me about this?
Yes.
Are you sure? I think I was only told about the Wisdom situation.
Oh, right. Well, I have so many shows.
Okay, because I can go to this one, so I need to know about it.
Okay, well, it's the 27th.
Okay. 27. Got it.
Right?
Yeah. I don't
Okay.
know.
It
It's
is.
going to be on her social media for
Yeah,
sure.
we'll figure it out.
And the venue after the screening is called Alley Studios.
Okay, and you're going to be performing.
Yeah.
Okay, we love this.
Yeah, I'm going to wear a rhinestoned costume.
Of course you are. I would expect nothing less.
Maybe a leotard.
I love that.
So,
Yeah.
we'll see.
Okay, and then what's going on at Wisdom for like backpacks and kids?
Carly Peters,
Okay.
who is a pageant queen, but
Hey,
she's
girl.
a pageant queen that gives back.
Love that.
She's all about helping children. She's such a sweet human being in person.
Yeah.
And it's a backpack drive for kids in need.
Awesome.
And Robbie will be performing, Serena, Laurel will be
Yep.
performing. So it's just like a celebration of live music, and then you bring a backpack to help these
Amazing.
kids. Yeah.
And it's at Wisdom, right?
Yeah, and her company is called literallyliteracy.org.
Okay, love that.
Yes. So
Perfect.
shout out to Carly. And the last announcement,
October?
everyone's excited for Halloween.
Hey, me too.
All the stores are already selling Halloween.
What are you going to be for Halloween?
A witch.
Oh,
I mean, I am one, so.
I'm going to be a zombie bride.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
What are you
I
thinking?
keep thinking of like the Mean Girls. I'm a mouse duh in like lingerie. Like you know
Sure.
how none of them wear.
Okay.
No, I'm not wearing that.
Oh, I was
just
like,
keep
go
thinking
for it,
how, like,
Mina.
no one like actually wears a costume.
No, they just wear lingerie.
Everyone just wears like lingerie.
Listen, I don't want to
stilettos.
hear any flack for it. Do your thing.
I
Shake
don't know
your
what
butt.
I'm
I don't
gonna
care.
be.
No, I have like a period piece.
Which costume?
Yeah, it's like a bustle,
Ooh.
and it's like a full length,
Of course it is.
like back piece skirt.
Yeah. Yeah.
Crazy. I don't know what this part's gonna be yet, but
fine.
we'll figure
It'll
it out.
Great. So where, when, when's the show? Tell us about the Halloween show.
Okay, Halloween-hotness.com. This is a fundraiser for St. Jude. And it's across the street from Sweet Candy. Sweet.
Sweet something. Something was sweet.
Sweet.
Something was sweet.
At the Hollywood and Highland Mall, you guys, the Chinese theaters are here,
Right.
the candy store is here,
Right.
and then right across
Yeah.
is that venue,
Yeah,
which
sure.
I have a lot of history with.
Yeah. Okay.
But it's cool. My face is on the wall in that building.
I love that.
Still.
Okay, girl.
Not bragging, it's just weird.
Do people make out with it?
Probably.
Maybe.
I don't know.
We don't know.
There was a Freemason thing in there, so you never know.
Oh.
Interesting.
I know. Okay.
Yeah.
We don't know what happened in there. Oh my.
Perfect for Halloween though. So it's red carpet, it's selfie stations, it's raffles, it's giveaways, live DJ. Tori K is singing.
Okay.
I'm singing.
Yeah.
Serena Laurel's gonna be there.
Okay.
A ton of cosplay celebrities, like actors that have done movies that are cosplay related.
Yeah, I'm not really in the cosplay world, but it's very fascinating when you observe it.
Yeah, there's about 20 actors showing up, so if you're a cosplay fan, it'll
Get
be...
there.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can get their autographs, you can talk to
Actors
them.
wearing cosplay of like other like.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds great.
No, like real actors with IMDb credits.
Yeah,
like,
and they're
Like they're
cosplay.
in movies
Yeah.
and TV shows.
I
Yeah.
love that.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds fun.
Shout out to my friend Dan. He's gonna be there.
Hey,
He's
Dan.
like a legit actor.
Yeah. Okay, this is all good stuff.
Yeah.
So if people are like, oh my God, not only is Rachele beautiful, but I can tell by her sultry voice she's very talented, where can they hear your music?
Spotify, you guys, because like they're the Federal Reserve at this point. So can
Yeah,
you
they
just stream the songs on Spotify? Rachele Royale.
It's not Rachel, it's Rachele.
Yeah.
Okay.
So click the follow button. Apple Music Tidal,
Yeah.
which is owned by Jay-Z.
Hey, Jay.
You know, Rock Nation.
Hashtag Illuminati.
Yeah.
We're just fucking with you.
Whatever, that's old news. They all know.
Yeah, they know.
Where else? Oh, YouTube, you guys. Subscribe, please.
You had some video in your life?
I have a new mini music video for
Okay.
Instagram coming out for my
Love
song
that.
In a Minute.
Okay.
And Howard Rays produced it, or like whatever,
Yeah.
shot it.
Sure.
He's really talented. We shot it at the Argyle
Oh, I love the article.
in Hollywood.
Yeah. Oh, and before you go, also, if you need some back to school or back to life clothing, Macy's campaign girl over here.
That is right.
Go through her Instagram and get some shit from Macy's. Use the code. There's
Yeah,
a code.
yeah. There's a link.
Yeah.
I'm doing a paid partnership with Macy's. My favorite brands are Guess and Steve Madden. So if you're like Macy's isn't cool, it is.
It is. Guess and
Still.
totally cool.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Thank
and tell
you,
people
Macy's.
where they can find, follow, and support you.
Instagram, Rachele Royale Music, because someone stole Rachele Royale and she won't give it to me. So
Well, we don't like her.
she's complained too. She's like, why are all these people messaging me about music? I'm like,
This is why I wanted my own
This
name.
is my name. You couldn't buy her out?
no,
What
she's
does
like
she
from
do?
the South.
You know,
She's-
Oh.
I literally was be like, is she a corn farmer? Was what I was
She's
thinking.
a farmer, and she was born with that name. She was born with the name Rachele
Well,
Royale. That's
you know
a
what?
little...
Congrats to her parents for living outside the box. They had big dreams from that small southern town. They just didn't act on them. It's all right, guys. Okay, guys, we're going to take a quick break. We love Rachele. Hang tight. We got Robbie Dean in the house, who's our favorite.
Woo!
And we'll be right back in a jiff, guys.
Bye.
Hey, guys, we're back. Robbie's back with us.
What up, baby?
Yay! Guys, Robbie was with us twice last year or once last year?
Once. Only
Once
once.
last year. We just liked him so much. I wished it was twice. So you just came on. Oh, guys, hold on. We're good. Everyone's okay.
Oh my god.
Robbie just did live singing competition off the strip, the WeHo edition, 4th season.
I did.
How did that go for you, Robbie?
Man, it was so fun.
Yeah?
So fun. Just being able to perform, get that opportunity to perform every week like that.
Right.
With like a packed house.
Right.
And it also forced me, it was cool because it forced me to, each week had a theme, so it forced me to take a song from that era and
Right.
like really
Redo it.
like be creative with it and try to make it as my own as I could.
Yeah.
So, and just winning it was just the icing on the
I'm
cake.
sorry,
So
what
that
did you
was
say? You just what?
I did.
You won it?
I did win.
Oh, Robbie won the whole competition, guys. He won the whole competition.
Yes.
Yeah. Did you get a prize for that?
I did.
What was the prize?
It was, a couple $100.
Like $10,000?
Yeah, it was.
Oh!
It was. Yeah, no,
That's incredible.
It's a nice cushion. It's a nice cushion.
What do you do with that 10K? Did you get to LA? You were gonna move out.
Yeah, no, I'm still looking for roommates, man. That's
Listen, we love your mom, but like it's trying to move out.
Oh no, 100%, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the move. And I can't. I'm really.
Yeah.
I'm
No,
looking for
that's good.
roommates.
All
my friends are bailing. You know what I mean? It's like,
hear you.
I know.
That's a big deal. You want to have the right roommate
Right.
because that'll make or break any living situation.
Yeah.
Right.
Big time.
And I would live alone, but it's so much more expensive too, and everything. So I'm just trying to figure it out.
Stupid expensive to live alone.
Yeah.
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 Okay, and so did you notice having that live venue? Did your Instagram base go up? Did you garner new followers?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it wasn't like hugely significant, but like definitely a lot of people who were just extremely genuine. A lot of new DMs.
Yeah.
New followers that just loved my performances.
Right.
And just a lot of like genuine, amazing like responses. And love.
Right.
That I got from all that. So that was like the best part of it.
I know everybody that I talked to, they were like, damn, Robbie Dean is the real thing. He gonna blow up. I said, I know, he's gonna blow up. I would pay like $100 easy to see him in concert, guys.
Man, I appreciate it.
I would.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
All right, tell us about your new music. I know you have Angel, a new single out.
I do. I have. I released a couple singles probably in the past 5 months. It's called Past Life and Angel. So those two are out. I'm really focused in on working on my new EP right now.
Yep.
Don't know what it's called. Don't know how many songs is going to be on it, but it's kind of a new sound that I really love for myself.
Yeah.
I'm really stoked. I got about 3 or so songs done. I'm hoping that I can have it out by December, early next year. But I'm really working on. I'm really focused on that right now.
I love that all your singles have little stick figure cartoons on them.
Yeah.
Did you draw them?
I did not draw them. It was one of my friends who drew them, but
Stick figure artist.
yeah. I'm trying to. I really love that theme for myself.
Yeah, it's great.
But I'm trying to be creative with what to do with it next.
Right.
I don't want people to get bored of just like the black and white kind of deal. So I'm trying to eventually have to.
Angel had a little bit of color
It
involved.
did.
Angel
So
had
that's
a little bit of color
that
involved.
was me kind of moving it forward.
I like
and
that.
Progressing it. So.
Yeah, I can see people with shirts with little stick figures on them.
Yeah.
For
No,
Robbie
I
Dean.
think it's
can
kind. I think it's
totally
kind of
see
cool,
that. You
man.
gotta get some merch, man.
Yeah, I think it's kind of cool. So. Yeah.
Okay, so when Robbie performs, guys, he's gonna kill you. It's gonna just blow the socks off. If people want more of this, or I'm sure you're everywhere, Spotify, iTunes, the whole shebang.
Yeah. Yeah, everyone.
And is it true you should get it on Spotify? Is that the best way to put money in your pocket? Or how's the best way to put money in your pocket?
Yeah, I think like Rachele said, it is
Spotify.
is pretty standard for that, and then obviously Apple Music, Tidal, YouTube TV, everything, all that stuff. So it's
Venmo, PayPal.
Yeah, exactly. No,
Cash
exactly.
App, all
If you
of the
want,
above.
man.
Everything.
Yeah.
If you want. But yeah, and then my Instagram is Robbie Dean _. Again, like Rachele.
Someone jacked your name.
Someone has jacked my identity.
And
Not
what
really.
do they do? Are they
I
a corn
I have
farmer
no
as
idea.
well?
No, I think they're private or something. So. But it's good. It's good.
Yeah.
I like the _.
And guys, if you love Robbie Dean and you're like, I'm having a bar mitzvah and would pay $5,000 for him to come play at it, that's a thing, right? They could email you.
100%.
Absolutely,
Come on, babe.
folks. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, good. We love this. Okay, so what are you playing for us today?
I think I'm going to do one of the covers that I did perform on one of the last weeks of Off the Strip.
Okay.
It was 2010 week, and like I said, every week I really like to do my own completely different rendition of the song. So I chose Kanye West's Heartless.
Okay.
So I'm going to work that one out for you.
Please do.
Yeah.
We're excited.
All right. Y'all ready?
I'm ready.
In the night, I hear him talk, coldest story ever told. Somewhere far along this road, he lost his soul to a woman so heartless. How could you be so heartless? Yeah. How could you be so heartless? How could you be so cold as a winter wind when it breathes, yo? Just remember that you talking to me, though. You know you need to watch the way you talking to me, though. I mean, after all the things that we've been through. I mean, after all the things that we got into. Hey, yo, I know some things that you ain't told me. Hey, yo, you know some things, but that's the old me. In the night, I hear him talk. Coldest story ever told. Somewhere far along this road, he lost his soul to a woman so heartless. No, how could you be so heartless? Ooh, baby, yeah. How could you be so heartless? How could you be so Dr. Evil? You're turning me to something that I don't know. I decided we ain't gonna speak, so while we up at 3 a.m. on the phone, why did she be so mad at me for me? I don't know, she hot and cold, I won't stop, won't miss my groove up, cause I know how this thing goes. You run and tell your friends that you're leaving me, say that they don't see what you see in me. Wait a couple months, then you gon' see, never find another better than me. Talking. Baby, let's just knock it off. They don't know what we've been through. They don't know about me and you. I've got something more to say. You just gon' keep it in me. How could you be so heartless? Could you be so heartless? Yeah. How could you be so heartless?
That was so good.
Thank you.
Damn, that boy's fire.
I could not have imagined a different rendition of that song.
Yeah.
It was so beautiful.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
Thank you so much. Appreciate that.
Guys, how amazing is Robbie Dean? I can't deal. Please follow, support him. We love him. You're welcome back anytime you want to come back. You got new music. You don't have new music, it doesn't even matter. You can still come back.
You guys are the best.
I just want you to follow me around and play for me like all
Good.
day. It's so relaxing.
I'll do it, man.
I feel so calm.
I appreciate that.
Good. Guys, so this has been the kickoff of season 2, Females Unfiltered. We appreciate everyone that stuck with us and shared, liked, all that jazz. We'll be here next week. It'll be fun. It'll be amazing. Everyone have a great week, and we'll see you guys then. Take care.
Woo!
Bye.
Peace.